Tracking severe weather. When snow hits the inland northwest, the Up with KREM team is spread out across the region to keep you informed and safe.
Winter storm warning conditions. The snow is coming down in sheets, and we have a live look across the inland northwest and the latest on how long this heavy snow is going to last.
Snow is continuing to pile up on our roadways. I'm giving you a live updates of road conditions throughout the entire region.
Plus, we're taking a look at traffic cameras all throughout our area this morning to keep you up to date on what your morning commute will look like.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this special edition of Up with KREM as we track severe weather across the inland northwest. I'm Tim Pham. Well, you can see right now we are on Maple and Northwest Boulevard right now, and snow is coming down hard at this hour. But it's not just here in the Spokane area. We're talking about all over the inland northwest, from Moses Lake to Coeur d'Alene, far north to Deer Park, really everywhere across the inland northwest, getting a lot of snow at this hour. Our crews are standing by tracking it all. But first, here's a live look at our certified most accurate radar. You can see the snow really stationed all over the inland northwest and even central Washington, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. On Up with KREM, when severe weather hits, we alert you before, during, and after. Right now, we're in the during, so our crews are spread out across the region to get you the information you need to know so you can prepare for the day ahead. We have Nicole Hernandez in the KREM 2 Storm Tracker taking a closer look at what road conditions look like right now so you know what to expect. We have Channing Curtis closely watching new school closings and delays, but we begin with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. And Thomas, you alerted us about this storm for days. You've been watching this forecast around the clock, letting us know what is happening, and now we're here. So Thomas, tell us if this model is proving to be what was in the forecast or if it's changed at all. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. It has been spot on over the last 24 hours. If anything, the snow started a little bit later than expected, but basically right at 2 a.m. it started and it came down as heavily as predicted. About an inch of snow per hour, already getting reports north of 4 inches of snow across Spokane County, and still snowing heavily in our region and into North Idaho. Now, one observation I've made on our Doppler radar is that it looks like they're starting to lighten up, especially in areas of central Washington. That might be about the end, but notice how in that last hour, it doesn't advance any closer towards Spokane County as the moisture continues to develop and precipitate as snow through areas like Davenport to Reardon, Airway Heights, and Spokane. So not expecting that to let up for several more hours. Winter storm warnings continue throughout the day today and even into Thursday morning, as at minimum scattered snow showers are possible into part of the day Thursday. And of course, visibility is another major concern with the snow as intense as it is. A half-mile visibility out of Deer Park and 3/4 mile visibility in Spokane, simply because of how intense that snowfall is as of this hour. As you once again take a live look over Riverfront Park in downtown Spokane, sitting at 29 degrees with heavy snow continuing. And Tim, you and I, when we both convened early on this morning, you were saying that those conditions were snowing starting at 2 o'clock in the morning, and since then, has it let up at all, or has it picked up since early on?
Yeah, Thomas, you know, I know this is kind of like Christmas morning for you. It's something that you've been watching very closely, so it was probably hard for you to sleep. I know I peeked outside my window around 1:45 this morning. I was like, where's the snow? It wasn't snowing in downtown Spokane, and there was nothing on my truck. But take a look at this car over here, almost buried in the snow right now. We're in the northwest Spokane area right now, and there is a lot of snow around this car. So come with me this way. We're gonna take a measurement over here by this stop sign. So it's been snowing in this area for about 4 or 5 hours now. You can see close to 5 inches. Now keep in mind this is not 5 inches of new snow. There was already snow on the ground, but nonetheless about 5 inches of snow here on Northwest Boulevard. And take a look at the traffic behind me. This area has not been plowed yet, but there has been a lot of traffic on Maple this morning, which helps remove some of that snow. So it is still kind of, this is a really powdery snow. So if there's a word I could describe right now, I guess it's kind of chunky on the road until those plows can really clear and remove some of that snow, but it's not letting up right now. So again, if the messaging from the city is that they will hit the arterials and the emergency routes first before they get to any residential areas. So really, you may not even be able to get off of your street. So if you can, stay home. And also with Spokane Public Schools closing, the city is saying that that will help reduce some of the traffic on the roadways this morning. We haven't seen any major crashes or incidents, but we have received some reports of downed trees in the Browns Addition area. So a lot to talk about this morning, but road conditions, the #1 story when it comes to snow, because there are people that need to get places this morning. So Nicole Hernandez is in the KREM 2 Storm Tracker, and the KREM 2 Storm Tracker goes really where people can't go sometimes, because it's has a lot of tools and resources. So Nicole is taking a look at conditions right now. Nicole, what are you seeing?
So Tim, we've been driving around all morning. We started heading up North Spokane, made our way all the way out to Coeur d'Alene now, and take a look. It's a lot of the same, just a lot of snow on every single road we've been on. We're on a pretty main road here in Coeur d'Alene. We're on Northwest, and it is covered in snow. Cannot see any lane lines, and that has just been the name of the game for everywhere we've been this morning, including I-90 earlier, especially in the Spokane area. You couldn't even see the lane line. So take a look left, right, back, forward, everywhere you look here on our cameras, it is just snow-filled, snow-covered. We're in a 4-wheel drive storm tracker vehicle here, and it is still slipping and sliding as we're taking turns, as we're starting and stopping. Taking a look to the right, you can see that snow also piling up on some of the trees. So be extra careful this morning as you head out the door. Early this morning, we actually saw a semi-truck that was off to the side of the road on Division that had gotten stuck from losing traction. So that's something to look out for this morning as we head into more snow coming down. We definitely want to be careful of lanes being blocked from cars having problems, giving cars extra time. We've come up on cars that can't gain traction back, so they're going really slowly. So just being very careful now about where you're going, and if you can avoid the roads like Tim mentioned, that's probably going to be your best bet this morning. We're going to stick around Coeur d'Alene here for a while, and then we've got some people asking about Airway Heights, so we'll head back to the Spokane area to see what roads look like in Airway Heights as we continue throughout the rest of the morning. In Spokane, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
The KREM 2 Storm Tracker giving you unique views you can't see anywhere else. Nicole, thank you so much. And yeah, definitely be careful on the roads this morning. So the roads, a big reason why schools decide to delay or close. They're scrolling there at the bottom of your screen right now. Again, new within the last couple of hours, Spokane Public Schools announcing they are closing schools today. Nicole, Channing Curtis hasn't stopped keeping an eye on school closings and delays all morning long. She's kept a close tab on new school closings and delays that just came into our newsroom. So Channing continues our team coverage now. Channing, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Tim, there are a lot of schools, and this is ever changing because this is a very fluid situation, and schools have a lot to assess and address when they decide to close or delay school. So this morning, we're tracking a large number of these school districts, some of them that have decided to close, especially recently: Coeur d'Alene Public Schools, Post Falls, Spokane Public Schools, Central Valley, and East Valley. All of these school districts are closed. Now, there are also some schools that are going to delay today, that are on a 2-hour delay. Some of them include Omak, Warden, Colfax, and Colville. All of these school districts are on a 2-hour delay right now. Now, also right now, like Tim just mentioned, all of those schools that have decided to close or delay are scrolling at the bottom of your screen, and they will continue to do so all morning long here on Up with KREM. Now, we are getting minute-by-minute updates from all of these different school districts in our area, so we will continue to keep you updated here on Up with KREM, as well as our website, krem.com. Now, of course, as this winter storm continues to sweep through our area, you might be hearing a lot of weather terms that are being said, especially throughout our team coverage. So as part of our commitment to bring you more to every story, we're breaking down some of the 3 top terms that you'll be hearing pretty much this whole season. One of the big ones is winter weather advisory. So during a winter weather advisory, you can expect some lighter snow, a wintry precipitation like freezing rain or even ice pellets, but those could all cause some slick road conditions. Another term to keep in mind is winter storm watch. Now, during a winter storm watch, an incoming storm is expected. So that means things like heavy snow, ice, and even a blizzard are all a real possibility. So when you hear about a winter storm watch, be sure to stick with us here on Up with KREM or any of our KREM 2 news broadcasts and for the latest updates on the forecast and on these winter weather advisories or winter storm warnings. And then there's that winter storm warning, which I just mentioned. So that means that's actually where we are right now. That means you can expect a strong storm to impact the area. That means you can expect heavy snow and even significant ice. The impacts of a winter storm warning are typically much greater than our other two. So again, that's what we're in right now. So you definitely want to be weather aware during these times. So with this winter storm that's hitting our area, that brings us to our wake up call, because hopefully a lot of you guys are able to stay inside today and enjoy the warmth of being indoors. And in doing so, we hope you will send us some winter storm photos. Perhaps it's your backyard. Maybe your kiddos are out enjoying some of the snow and getting their sleds out. Text those photos to us at 509-448-2000 or post to social media and use the hashtag #UpWithKREM. And just be sure to let us know what area that you are actually sending in these photos from. We've gotten in dozens and dozens from viewers today. Just taking a look at some of these photos, we've gotten viewers from Omak, we've gotten viewers from Okanagan, from 9 Mile, from Deer Park. So keep those photos coming. Again, that number is 509-448-2000.
And here's the one thing you need to know about today's weather. The bulk of the snow is falling right now and for this morning. Those snow showers are expected all day today and even into part of the day Thursday as well, as we continue to track this major winter storm hitting the inland northwest right now.
Now, before we head to break, here is a live look outside. We are showing you road conditions all throughout the inland northwest all morning long and keeping you up to date on this winter storm. We do have complete team coverage all morning long here on Up with KREM with Tim Pham and Nicole Hernandez giving us live updates on these conditions here on Up with KREM. We'll be right back in less than 4 minutes.